Hello adventurers! Today we are going to show you a peripheral that could enhance the VR experience. It is the 3DRUDDER. And if you need any subtitles during the video, just turn them on because they're here. The 3DRUDDER is an innovative controller that lets you move around in-game with your feet, leaving your hands free for other tasks, and also gives you the ability to move freely in VR without standing. First of all, 3DRUDDER, thank you for sending us out a review unit to try out. So this is the box. It's a beautiful professional box and there is really not much in it. Just a round device that kinda looks like an autonomous vacuum cleaner. Lastly, there is a hardwired cable attached to it. And this is what it looks and feels like. The 3DRUDDER has a diameter of about 13.4 inch and is about 2.3 inch tall. It is made mostly from plastic and it is well manufactured. The top has red leather pads on it for your feet and extra grip. The bottom here has a round rubber grip. The cable itself is about 6 foot and is hardwired, so you cannot replace it with a longer one. However, you can use an USB extension cord. The install process is actually super easy and smooth. You are pointed to the website where you have to download the dashboard. After installing, you can just plug in the 3DRUDDER and Windows will automatically detect it as a joystick. After hearing several beeps, you will know it has been successfully recognized. Then to start using it, just put your feet on the 3DRUDDER, wait for another beep so that you know it is calibrated and you're ready to go. There is also a very simple but effective tutorial that you can follow. As you can see here, the 3DRUDDER uses several points and sensors to track your movements. And all the movements feel very natural. Except for this one. The pressure sensors for moving up and down vertically is a bit awkward. So, for testing, we tried out the 3DRUDDER with two games. A relatively more fast-paced one, Fallout 4 VR, and a more relatively slow-paced one, Arizona Sunshine. Let's start with Fallout 4 VR. First of all, for most popular VR games, you can easily load the pre-configured settings. And most of the time, it was very easy to load the configuration. Just pick the right game, load the settings, launch the game and put your feet on the 3DRUDDER, wait for the bleep and you're ready to go. For Fallout 4 VR, you did have to turn on smooth locomotion in the in-game settings too for it to work. As for playing the game, it worked great. However, it did take some time getting used to, especially in action-packed battles. I had to struggle turning around fast enough to kill an enemy before it hit me. It was during these kind of fast-paced battles that I felt like playing like I'm used to, standing up with room skill. Arizona Sunshine was great with the 3DRUDDER though. The more relatively slow-paced gameplay was a perfect fit. The 3DRUDDER even made it possible for us to fly around in this game. Not really what you want maybe, but still kind of funny to be able to do that. We did notice that some settings were kind of sensitive, but thankfully the dashboard has a good amount of configuration available. You can adjust the dead zone, acceleration and maximum speed for each axis, which is great and solves most of our problems. However, the 3DRUDDER did not solve the motion sickness issues for me. I usually get motion sick when using smooth turning or when movement happens unintentionally. I tried adjusting the smooth turning to a slower speed, but still I got nauseous. Chary, however, did not get sick at all. So this is also just something personal and it happens in other games as well without the 3DRUDDER. It also takes some time getting used to finding that neutral center point on the 3DRUDDER. Sometimes when I was intending to stand still in game, the 3DRUDDER would not be in its correct neutral point, which made my screen move around, and that did not help the nausea. Every so often my 3DRUDDER would drift away from its original position 2 on the floor as I turned it left and right in pretty high speed. On multiple occasions I had to use my feet to put it back into position or even take off my headset to put it back into place. This does take away the immersion. But this could just be our wooden floor or our green screen mat, and I can imagine that this could be easily solved by putting down some kind of non-skid mat. Without any doubts, however, the 3DRUDDER does add another level of immersion to VR games if you prefer to play seated. Using it to control VR games is also just a fun addition to other locomotion ways. I can also imagine that you could use this for different scenarios like flying or zooming in and out in creative applications. I also think that an innovative controller like this could help even more people get into VR, perhaps people with a disability, for example. After trying it out, I don't think this is a must-buy for any VR users. However, it is a fun addition and not expensive at all at a price tag of $139. So definitely something if you are looking for other ways to move in VR. Lastly, definitely props to 3DRUDDER to invent such an innovative product that works so well. The installation and setting it up for a VR game is just super smooth, and there is a lot of configuration to adjust to your personal preferences. The 3DRUDDER is definitely a good addition if you are looking for other ways to move than the standard locomotion methods. We cannot wait to see what creative things people will do with a product like this.
And we are really excited to show you guys more VR hardware in the future on this channel. And if you want to explore the world of virtual reality with us, like, comment and subscribe. We are Cas and Chary, I am Chary, and I say VR on!